Woman picks up the plastic wrap. She wraps it around her face layer by layer. After her entire face is tightly sealed, she presses hard on both sides with her hands. She desperately tears off the plastic wrap, letting herself breathe fresh air again. Yet she wasn't trying to commit suicide. She just wanted to test if she was dreaming, because her life felt too perfect. So perfect it seemed like a dream. Ever since her husband joined Victory Company a year ago, her life has undergone a dramatic change. Just clean the house after their husbands left, and the town had every facility imaginable. They could learn yoga for free, and enjoy free access to any entertainment venue in town. Even luxuries only the rich could afford. They could buy at extremely low prices. But there was one condition. They could never leave the town. If anyone broke the rules, her husband would be fired, losing all the unimaginable wealth and privilege. He quickly grabbed the remaining eggs, but without exception, they all crumbled to dust with a single squeeze. This made Alice start doubting the reality of her life. To figure out what was happening, she waited until her husband left for work, then took a bus to the mall farthest from town. But she wasn't there to shop. After everyone got off, telling her this was the final stop, the bus couldn't go any further. Furious, Alice got off right then. Even if she had to walk, she wanted to see what had happened. But in her haste, she didn't notice the warning signs nearby. After wandering in the desert for who knows how long, she suddenly spotted a diamond-shaped structure on the mountaintop, realizing it might be her husband's workplace. Still, she decided to check it out. Facing the glass door, she tentatively placed her hand on it. Suddenly, Alice's entire body heated up, but the next second, she woke up in her own bed. Confused, Alice quickly got up, only to find her husband had already returned from work. She was certain she'd been on the mountaintop. How could this be happening? But suddenly the next second, the wall instantly returns to its original state. The woman's first thought is that she's hallucinating, but seeing the foundation left on the glass, she instantly falls into panic. To figure out what's happening, she runs out of her house to ask the neighbors if they've experienced the same thing. But as soon as she reaches the neighbor's door, she sees her closest neighbor standing on the roof for some reason. The neighbor just accidentally fell off the roof and will be fine after a few stitches at the hospital. Alice naturally doesn't believe him because she saw everything that happened. To uncover the truth, she decides not to alert anyone and quietly investigates on her own. Early the next morning, her husband calls a private doctor from town to check if his wife has any health issues. Then Alice suddenly notices. Once the doctor is gone, Alice immediately checks the file, only to find all the crucial information inside has been erased. This nearly drives her mad on the spot, but she doesn't give up. To test her theory, that evening, she invites the neighbors over, including her husband's boss. During dinner, in front of everyone, ends awkwardly and abruptly. After everyone leaves, Alice begs her husband to take her away. She just wants a normal life again. Moved by her plea, her husband agrees, and drives her away from the town. But as they get in the car to leave, the men in red suddenly appear. They drag Alice out in front of her husband. Soon she is strapped to an operating table. Under the doctor's treatment, Alice regains her memories. But soon, her restored memories are erased again. Is a sloppy, jobless loser, who lazes around playing games all day. Alice comes home exhausted after a long day, and her husband immediately tries to get intimate. This makes Alice snap in anger. She's been working hard all day, and just wants to rest when she gets home. Alice's rejection leaves her husband deep in thought. To change their situation, he finds a mysterious group online called Victory. The group claims to create a perfect life for everyone, so he knocks his wife out. Meanwhile, their husbands leave for work every morning, and don't return until late at night. But what the women don't know is that their husband's so-called work is actually returning to the real world to provide basic nutrients to sustain their wives' bodies. At first, Alice doesn't realize she's in a virtual world, but one day, her husband hums a song. She storms out of the house and takes her husband's car to escape the town. Realizing something's wrong, the NPCs quickly mobilize to stop Alice, because if she crosses the desert and reaches the mountaintop, she'll wake up in the real world, and all the women will learn the truth. In the last second before the NPCs catch her, she presses her hand against the glass in front of her, without hesitation, and returns to the real world. The film ends here.